Good morning from the Czech Republic. Up and at 'em. Whew, first morning, flew in yesterday. Last night, got to bed around 10 p.m., slept decent until 3 a.m., and then I was just up in the middle of the night for like a couple hours. Fell back asleep, woke up around 9, feeling good now, feeling reset. It's always weird with the timing and the hours, and I'm 9 hours ahead of my normal schedule, so here we go. Let's get started. I am hungry as hell, so the first item on the agenda is to get some breakfast. Hotel doesn't have any, well, hotel has a vending machine. Maybe I'll peruse the selections, but otherwise I'm gonna have to walk around. I've got an hour until my pickup is here, and I would also like to get started on building my bike up before he gets here so we don't have to worry about that too much. Everything's looking good, especially that Suntour suspension.
This trip is brought to you by SR Suntour. SR Suntour's concept of quick service products is at the heart of their design philosophy to create the most reliable and durable products on the market that are also easy to service and maintain. The Tri-Air 3CR is an efficient, reliable, and simple overall package born from the feedback of Suntour's World Cup riders. It has a 3-step compression adjustment when you want to run open, medium, or firm, adjustable low-speed rebound, and air-backed IFP piggyback, and it comes in imperial, metric, and trunnion sizes. Click the link in the description for more information.
Well, my phone just rang and they called me and said I have breakfast available. I gotta go find breakfast. It's only till 10. Okay, so breakfast is in the brown building over there, apparently. Hey, bon appetit. That was damn good. Love my eggs, love a little bit of bread. We're good to go now. All right, I got about 5 minutes before Jan from Czech MTB Holidays shows up, so let's get the bike built up real quick. First scratch. The top cap was broken in shipping. Pretty excited about this trip because basically I have no idea what it's gonna be like. I like surprises. I'll put my pedals on later, which means I'll forget about them completely until we get on the trail. That took me 20 minutes on the dot.
Is it your first time here?
Yeah, man.
Good.
So this is Jan. This is the man who put this together. Czech MTB Holidays, and I'm looking forward to it, dude. Smash it all in there. I've never seen a Mercedes pickup truck. We've got one more guy to pick up at the airport, and then we're gonna head over to the first riding destination about 2 hours away. I found it. Now we're talking into the country.
So the important point here is that if you arrived here 10 years ago, you would be surprised what a ugly place it was. Now it is already quite good looking. They have safe roads and everything, but 10 years ago there was all gravel, and the buildings were all almost falling down, and the town really grew up on the mountain bike tourism.
This is my room, and we're gonna be here for 2 nights, which is always nice. Instead of packing up everything, I can kind of set myself up. We just had a fantastic lunch of some chicken broth soup and some goulash, and Jan was telling us about this place that the guy who owns this place basically rebuilt it with his own bare hands, and he has a ton of cool wood features everywhere that is just all hand built. This is just all custom. Everywhere you look, there's like awesome wood and really cool art. The tables and the chairs, they're all handmade. So the town we're in is called Nové Mesto pod Smrkem, and I'm probably butchering the name, but you may have heard of a place called Singltrek pod Smrkem, and I've heard of it, and that's the first riding destination. We're gonna ride here 2 days. We're gonna get a little warm-up ride in, a very easy kind of get the feet wet ride today, and then tomorrow it'll be a little bit harder, more challenging, and that's kind of how the week is gonna go. We're gonna have 5 days, multiple destinations, and yeah, this particular trip is called the Single Tracker
tour by Czech MTB Holidays. I'll have a link in the description every day, so if you're ever curious, it'll be there. Now I've got to unload some of this stuff, get the camera gear going, and I'll see you on the trail. But I'm not done with the video. We've made it to the trail center. What's on the menu?
So today we're leaving from this spot and we will hit this red part and we will head towards Poland, because this here is Czech-Polish border.
So they got a little hut at this trail center parking lot. I think I saw a bike wash as well. Some good signage. That's what it takes. It's been a while since I've been on the Orbea. If you missed the first episode, go back and watch it. I'm not gonna explain 1,000 times in every video why I'm riding it. Like Jan was saying earlier on, when we rolled into town 10 years ago, this place had a lot of unemployment. It was more of a depressed, poor section of Czech Republic, and mountain bike tourism has really helped put it on the map. It's only about an hour and a half from Prague, so people can come out here on the weekend pretty easily. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering, the goulash and the soup, it was about $4 US after the conversion. So that's a very a good meal for a good price. It is really nice in the shade. It was downright hot out in the sun. Man, this is pretty magical. I really like the look of this forest. First test of the brakes. They're working. Got to pull them a little bit harder than my other brakes, so it's like a little weird. Whoa, man. Got the wheel in the grass. Jan was just saying that this, pretty much all these trails are one way, which is pretty cool, except for one little connector that connects this center to the other center down the road, which we'll do tomorrow. This really reminds me of Innerleithen, Scotland. We just made it to the Black Trail. A little more difficult climbing and descending. We have just crossed the border into Poland. No Polish jokes allowed. They'll lock us up. The trails are so much better in Poland. Man, so beautiful. The green right up against the trail, I love it. Jan was saying there's a bit of a fun rivalry between Czech Republic and Poland. Jan was also saying that as remote as it might look, anywhere in Czech Republic, if you just go down the hill, you'll find like a village. There will be people. So if you're trying to plan kind of a wilderness trip, you know, like overnight bike packing or something like that, it's pretty tough to actually be out in the wilderness and have no evidence of humanity. He was saying he did a trip when he was younger to Moab, and he kind of didn't really realize he did like 100-mile like trail on in a car though, but no water, like just it worked out. But he was like, holy crap, I didn't realize it was so remote everywhere. Ooh, some of the trail bed looks super loose, but I haven't slid out yet. I'm ready for it. Jan was saying that they have a bark beetle problem out here in the forests, just like we do back home in California. The bark beetles get in and kill the trees. So that last little section, there was a bunch of dead trees, most likely from the beetles.
That's cool. This is Paul from Sweden up ahead. We flew in for the trip. There's a bunch of other people on this trip, but they drove in like 10 hours from Switzerland, 10 hours from Denmark. So those folks went out ahead and did a loop with our other guide, Radim. And we're getting the special treatment. Oh, wow. Jan was saying that Duffy Davis, a Welsh guy who built a few trails, and Cody Brennan, which I visited last summer, was the main trail architect out here when they got it all up and running. Except for the next trail, which is going to be a lot more steep of a climb, he said. The trail center idea has not really caught on in America quite yet. The idea of having a little hut, a little bike shop, and parking and loops that just go out from that area.
Okay. A new bridge.
Ooh, new bridge. Brand new. Climbing challenge. That scared me. This is cool. Wow. Water management.
So I've been here 2 weeks ago, and this used to be a giant bridge. No problems at all, but then apparently the meltdown of the snow which is up there hit the road.
Just wiped it out.
Yeah, took the
Holy crap.
bridge away.
It's been that hot. The snow melt is going
Yeah, I guess,
hot and
yeah.
heavy. Whoa. Those are cool. Smashed my toe on a rock. Easy. Okay, it's loose. Lovely. I've had Southern Cross by Crosby, Stills and Nash stuck in my head for like a couple weeks now. I really like the song. This is my workout, trying to keep up with Jan. If it goes uphill, I don't have much of a chance staying with him. It's the first day. I should take it easy. Never quite works that way. Woo!
You see it?
See the rock?
Dog.
Yeah. Oh, dog?
Dog.
No, I didn't see the dog. We'll have to go back in the footage. Was it alive? Woo!
At
Oh, that's what. It's me. I'm woofing. I'm the one woofing.
Really?
Woo!
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's the American whoop.
Good, let's go.
You've learned it. He thought a dog was barking at him. That's pretty classic. I remember the first international trip I did, Basque MTV in Spain. That first thing the English guy said when I got in the van is like, oh, great, in American, you're gonna be all loud doing the American whoop. They were doing the American whoop by the end of that trip. All right, I took it down a notch so I could make sure the camera was still in a good position. At least that's my excuse. Powered by goulash. Suspension's feeling pretty good so far. This stuff is so loose, I'm a little tentative. I think my rebound on the shock is a little high as well, but it's kind of cool. I get more air than ever before. Got to balance that out with not getting bucked off. Today would have been a 20 PSI air in the tires kind of day. I did 24, which is not bad, but you could go pretty low out here. Feels like we've done this before. It's all blending together. I like that it's so close to Poland that we can say we rode in Poland. Knock another country off the list with very little effort. One thing I find when I follow really good riders is that they're somehow able to get traction where it looks like there's none. Where I'm just like freaking out about, oh my God, I'm gonna go down. This is too loose. But a really good rider will just make it stick and have no problem. Traction is life. We are getting a full day's worth of riding. Usually the first day is a little, you know, a little ride. This has been cool. Full on. The woods are getting spookier by the second. So I was asking Jan if e-bikes were okay out here, and he said yes. And it's kind of because it's a government funded thing. And he said one of the places we're gonna go to later on in the trip suggests no e-bikes. But it's really hard to actually make a law because much like Scotland, Czech Republic has like the right to roam, where you really are allowed to go almost anywhere. There are certain exceptions, but within reason, you go anywhere, and that means taking your e-bike anywhere too. But he said there'll be a big sign that says no e-bikes unless you're over 65 years old, but probably wouldn't hold up in court. Yeah. Oh. Super sweet. Oh, this is beautiful. And that concludes our single track adventure for today. We're staying pretty damn close to the trail center. It's pretty funny how quick we got here. Back to town. Hey, hey. All right. Bikes actually get dirty, or you guys just obsessed?
Depends on who you ask.
All right, good solid start. Nice, mellow-ish, even though get going pretty fast and it was so loose. I'm wearing my knee pads tomorrow. Knee pads all the way now. So we're gonna take about 45 minutes. I'm gonna get changed, gonna shower, and go down for some dinner. So for dinner, I had the duck leg, and it came with potato cones and red cabbage, which seemed like beets to me. Really good, really, really good. It was like 195 Corona. I did the conversion. It was like $8.44 US. Pretty good deal for that nice plate. So I've got my footage importing. If you guys are ever curious about seeing these videos early or longer versions of these videos, I've got my Patreon. You can always check that out. $3 a month gets you early access to these videos. This is episode 2 of this trip. There's probably episode 3, 4, and 5 already up on Patreon right now if you're interested in catching up and jumping ahead. If not, it's all good. I appreciate you guys being here. So tomorrow we will be riding from this area and we will do the Czech side. Today was mostly the Polish side, and I got to think of a funny title maybe for that. So that's that. Great start. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the trail.